Hi ATEEZ, welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna check out The King from their latest Japanese album. So I did go through the track list and I saw that they did the Japanese versions of a lot of their brilliant songs, and that they had a new song called The King. And obviously I wanted to check it out, so we're here today. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk a little with you guys. Please forward ahead to the reaction if you want to skip the talking. But man, I have seriously been on the ATEEZ train recently. Like, I've been so freaking hooked. I can't even say, okay. But just yesterday, I watched this interview. It was on a radio show. I'll probably put it somewhere over here. It's on the Power 106 Los Angeles. I think it's a radio station, and they had the guys over. And the thing I really liked about this interview, I also left a long ass comment over there. But the thing I really enjoyed this interview was it really reminded me of the main reason I immediately got hooked onto ATEEZ, and it was because of their rappers. Like, I know everyone jokes about how picking a bias is really difficult in a certain group, but let me tell you, I've had the hardest time picking a bias in ATEEZ. It's by far the hardest out of any groups that I watch on screen or even like by myself. But yeah, coming back to this interview, I was this is the funniest thing, okay? I feel like I felt so connected to Hongjung in this particular interview, man. I just had to talk about it with you guys. Him mentioning that his biggest, at least maybe one of his biggest, I know he has a lot of inspirations, but he did name Eminem to be his biggest inspiration. And as soon as I saw this video's title, I clicked on it immediately, right? Because Eminem has been my favorite rapper for the longest freaking time, okay? I know he's not the most in rapper right now because he is much older, and you know, there are a lot of recent, newer, and really good rappers too out there. But for real though, until now I've never heard anybody do the type of lyrical work that he does. The main reason I really like Eminem is because of how smart he's. An absolute genius with words, and that is what attracts me to him the most. I have literally grown up with his music, and I remember as a 16-year-old having that tiny kind of iPod. I forgot what they're called even. The iPod Nano? I think it was called the iPod Nano, the really small one. And I had over 300 Eminem songs. Over 300. I've never ever had that many songs of any other artist. And the funniest thing is, I think maybe it might have been a little concerning for my parents because his lyrics are pretty explicit. You guys probably know if you've heard Eminem. And it's so funny because even as a 16-year-old, I think I learned a lot of things late. Maybe I was a late bloomer, but as a 16-year-old, I did not know the meaning of a lot of words, and I would just rap them along with Eminem. While I'm listening to Eminem, I would rap them, and there must have been some really bad words and some really bad obscene lyrics, but I'm just out there rapping it out loudly. And I had a few instances where my mom was like, can you not do that? And at that point I was like, I don't know why she's so mad about it, I don't know. But then later on I found out that this word means this and this lyric means that, and very explicit lyrics. So yeah, like, I felt so connected to Hongjung because just recently in Hongjung's cover, I told you guys that we, like, both of us have the same star sign. Like, both of us are Scorpios, and I really like to work on just random crafting projects myself. Like I know Hongjun does that with his clothes and stuff. Like he's very creative in that way. And yeah, man, I don't know. I just felt so connected to Hongjun in this interview. I was like, can we just be friends? Like seriously, man, it was insane. It was really insane. But anyway, the other thing was Mingi talking about his influences, and he mentioned Offset, and you know, Offset is pretty iconic. And he also mentioned another artist called Joey Badass, and I had to look him up because I don't know this artist, but the few things, like I listened to like 2 or 3 things, I really enjoyed his work. I really enjoyed his rapping, like his style. Mingi has good taste, you know, he has good taste. And the most important thing I liked about what Mingi said was when he talked about why he thinks rap is awesome. He mentioned that it was a really great form of expression. He said like physically and just emotionally. I think he said something like that, but basically a really great form of expression. And I know a lot of people, like even in terms of like my friends and stuff, a lot of people don't like rap. And I feel like in this day and age, a lot of people just don't like rap. Maybe they like mumble rap, but just like the really lyrical rap kind of stuff, they're not really interested in that. But man, what Mingi said is the whole reason why I really enjoy rap, because it is just very moving to me. It is poetry. It can be really freaking emotional. Like honestly, that's the reason I really like rap. And so when he mentioned that, I was like, boy, I freaking understand you. Thank you for saying this, because a lot of people need to hear that. A lot of times when people think of rap, they only think of the obscene lyrics, you know, and you know, the stereotypical features of rap, but it's so much more than that. Yeah, man, so this is what I wanted to say, and I just feel so much more connected to this group as a whole. I just really love how much rap and hip-hop influence they have in their music, and to me, they do it really well. Definitely when I listen to their albums, I always look forward to the hip-hop rap songs the most. But even besides that, I think their songs are so good, and it's just the fact that their songs are so believable. When you listen to them, it's like you really believe what they're singing, what they're rapping about, and that's what I feel connected to. But anyway, if you listen to my whole talk, I really appreciate you. You know, this is the reason why I started this channel, because I really just enjoy music a lot. Not just specifically K-pop. I really do like K-pop, but mainly because I just like music in general, and it just makes me very happy to share these things with you. Alright, that was a really long intro. Let's get into the song The King. Alrighty, my boys are here. I don't know what this song is gonna be like. No idea, no clue. Okay, let's get into it. Ooh, very grandiose. Wow, listen to San over there, okay? Wow, with those deep vocals. Listen, I've mentioned this before, but I have to mention it again. Since their debut to now, San has morphed and improved and changed so much. Like, you know, just on stage as well, but even in his voice. Like, I just feel like in recent times, you see him doing a lot of high stuff, but also a lot of lower stuff as well. His voice has matured really wonderfully. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the tower, we get there. Where is this going? Ooh! Yes! Oh man, can they have choreo to this? Oh, they would kill it. Oh, I love how like this part, and this was at the beginning too. It sounds very grandiose, like how the name is, the title, the king. It sounds like the king has entered, you know. They are the kings. I think that's what they're talking about. I think they are the kings. That's what they're talking about. Yes. I can see this. If they perform this, I can see like this grand entrance of them entering with, I don't know, king clothes. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Ooh, I really enjoy this drop. It's good. Especially with Jungho's vocals going into it. Nice. Oh. Let's go, Yosa. Joho is killing it right now. Ah, your beautiful voice. Woo! Another banger from these guys. When it comes to hype songs, if you need a song to get you all hyped up, you can always count on ATEEZ. This song is another one, man. Like, for some reason, I don't know if it's because it's in the same album as Rocky, well, the Japanese version of Rocky, but it actually gives me Rocky vibes. It reminds me of Rocky for some reason, and that's why I feel like this is gonna be another great workout song for me, because Rocky is an amazing workout song. Wow, I'm just slowly getting convinced that ATEEZ is just making workout songs for us now, so we can all get into shape. There wasn't much rapping in this song. Now, I just wanted more rap. There was rap, but they actually rapped it in English. I don't know if it's because it would have been kind of hard for them to rap in Japanese. I'm not very sure. I'm not sure, you know. And the reason I'm not sure is because I actually have not listened to ATEEZ's Japanese stuff. So maybe they do have more Japanese rapping, but because I have not listened to their Japanese albums yet, I'm not very sure. The only other Japanese song I've heard of theirs is Utopia, the Japanese version. But apart from that, the song is amazing. I really enjoyed the song, and everyone doing the singing parts like really killed it. But yeah, you guys, that is it for today. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.